To our good friend, the founder of the beautiful Mouratoglou Academy in the south of France, and a guy who's had his head on a swivel this week, keeping track of both Serena Williams and Stefanos Tsitsipas. Patrick Mouratoglou is here. Thanks for coming in.
It's a pleasure.
Let's start with the match from last night. Obviously, Stefanos Tsitsipas had a beautiful fortnight here. Did not have any answers for Rafa last night. I'm not sure anybody would have had any answers for Rafa.
That's also my feeling. I think Rafa has the answers to most of the problems that any player tried to cause him. I think he's improved incredibly. For example, the serve. I think he's serving much better than he used to serve. I feel like he's the same Rafa as the one we see used most of the time in Roland Garros. Yeah. Someone who is super aggressive, incredible in defense. Now he's serving well. Now he's returning well. I think he's staying closer to the baseline, and even on first serves, he's aggressive. I mean, every time you play this shorter in the court, it takes it straight away and it puts you in trouble. I mean, there is no room for anything against him in that tournament.
Let's talk about Tsitsipas, the player he beat. You know him quite well. Signature win here over Roger Federer, really announced himself. But then the match against Nadal, much less competitive. Given what you know about Stefanos, how does he live? I mean, is this inflated, deflated? How does he leave here? What's his mentality going forward after this tournament?
Well, I mean, first of all, I think his main quality is to be a great competitor. I know him now since 2015 when he started to work with me at the academy, and I've always been impressed by that. And that's the reason why he's going so fast. He's rising in the rankings so fast. So this match against Roger was definitely a turning point in his career because it means so much for anyone to beat this incredible champion. I liked that he was able to win the match after this one, which was really difficult. It was a tough match against a very tough opponent, and he became the favorite suddenly, and he could manage to win this one. I just feel that he came to the match against Rafa. He was confident that he could win it, but I think just what Rafa proposed this day was just too high. I saw Stefanos this morning. It's tough. It's tough. It's tough. I mean, and I like it that it's tough for him. I like that he's disappointed. So disappointed.
Let's ask you about another player who a bit of a disappointment. Obviously, Serena. We talked yesterday that since coming back from motherhood, the results have been there. I mean, she's won 19 singles matches at majors, but she has not won that 24th major. Under a number of different circumstances, she's bowed out of these events. Where is she, and did she expect it to be this hard coming back? Give us a State of the Union. Where's Serena?
I mean, knowing Serena for so many years, I know that every time she steps on a tennis court, she expects to win the tournament, and everybody expects her to do that, actually. She's the ultimate competitor. She's used to win for now a few decades, and she prepares to win all the time. She's putting so much effort, so much intensity and mental intensity, and she's so much involved emotionally in whatever she's doing on a tennis court that, yeah, of course she expects to win, and when she does not, it's very disappointing for her. So she's also very disappointed. She didn't expect it to be easy at all. She knows that the competition is hard, that there are a lot of women who play very good tennis, but she also knows that she's a top player, and when she's ready, she's always able to win tournaments.
Need to ask you about two of the specifics from the third set of that match. One, the foot fault. Obviously, a lot of people were up in arms that it came on match point for the first time in the match. And then two, how much was the ankle injury a factor? She did not blame it in her post-match comments, but clearly she didn't win another service point after that from 5-1 down. Was it a factor?
So first, the foot fault, it's always disappointing when something like that happens, especially because it's not something you see happening in any match, and it happens to her. So, I mean, no paranoia nowhere, but it's always disappointing, but I don't want to blame that, and she didn't blame that for losing at all. She still had match points. Okay, it's a second serve, she can win. Then she twisted her ankle. It's a fact. It affected her, yes, but still, she could have won the match. She had other chances. She had match points, and we have to give all the credit to Pliskova, who I think has been incredibly strong mentally to handle those match points. She played great on the match points, and she kept fighting, and she kept believing until the end. And I think that's a big difference between Pliskova today and Pliskova even a few months ago that I don't think she would have been able to win this match a few months ago. Right. And the progress that she's made with Stosur and Conchita Martinez are, Renee Stubbs and Conchita Martinez are huge.
You've got a lot of things going on. You're coaching a lot of people. You've got the academy. You have media obligations. And now you have an app, the Tennis Manager 2019 app. What is it? What does it do?
It's a game. It's a video game, but I think it's a smart video game that's reproducing the tour, the tennis tour. And as a player, you are a coach and a manager at the same time. So the idea is to choose a player who's 16 years old, and you have a bunch of players with different nationalities, different game styles, different qualities. And you have to build the player to make him become #1 in the world, choosing the schedule, choosing the practice sessions, building a team around him, managing his money, managing his contracts. And I think it's really fun. And for the fans, it's a great experience because you feel like you're a tennis coach and you're a manager.
We can't let you go without picks. 2 words. Who wins, men and women?
Naomi Osaka for the women and Rafael Nadal for the men.
There you go. Congrats on a great Australian Open for your clients.
Thank you very much.
Patrick Mouratoglou.